Fact.
And we're live.
Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in A Death of a Dark Crusade Season 2. Tonight, there is another gathering at the behest of Sebastian, Giovanni, and the Prince. A striking discovery has been made. A very, very striking discovery indeed. The location of Herman, an elder of Clan Ventrue and noted enemy of this princedom, has been discovered. And so, arrangements have been made and strings have been pulled for a motley crew to be gathered, as well as for a much larger gathering to take place outside the palace, or rather, a much larger assault to take place outside where Herman is hiding. That's neither here nor there for the moment. Right now, we merely set the scene with Sebastian, Al-Qadir, Chimera, and Margot, as well as a few other figures. This man, in particular. In fact, the whole crew of Clan Asimite is here. Many Cainites of import have gathered, including several of the La Sombra clan, notably this woman as well. She's alongside Katarina and Lady Astor is also gathered. Just to give you an idea of who is present.
Are the Asamites chanting Diablerie, 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 Diablerie?
Oh no, they're not nearly that obvious.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
Bastian has his hands kind of clasped behind his back. Once again, he's actually applied makeup over the crescent moon scar on the face. It doesn't look at all convincing.
No, it just looks like you. Slightly less ew this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madame de Monsieur, Charit und Charita, welcome. So, you want to go and murder someone?
Yes.
This seems entirely reasonable. Herman has been a very busy boy. He's locked himself away behind high walls and dozens of guards. His own blood kin, as well as, well, shall we say, a number of other interested parties. He looks at the prince and smiles, and he says, "This will be a tough nut to crack."
I can imagine. It's Herman, and he survived for this long, and his praxis war against us.
Wars have an odd habit of ending. I, Bastian Giovanni, necromancer par excellence, master and enslaver of souls, and he bows very, very dramatically. I'm here to make an offer to the domain of Edessa. I can slip a small group of you through a pathway Herman cannot find, cannot follow, and cannot see, straight into his presence, bypassing his men, his equipment, his fire, because there will be much fire rained down, into his very chamber and end him.
He put my child's life in danger. I want to see the end of him.
Very well spoken, Primogen. However, he turns to the prince. There are a few minor details that I will need to settle. I assume that is agreeable.
Name the details.
Well, as per our previous arrangement, the entirety of Justinopolis Mount.
I believe that's already quite a significant reward for your assistance in this matter.
It is and it isn't. I will also have to defend you walking this rather maligned path, a path that none of the rest of you, with the possible exception of Lady Astor, but then again, you know, they try so hard, the Cappadocians. No, he doesn't say the Cappadocians, but the members of the bloodline, the members of the clan at large try so very hard, bless them. Hello. Hello. Needless to say, I like to think that I play Ambrogino's child here very, very well. That's all I say. In addition to this, as I am the one who found Herman, I am the one who brought this information to you. If this mission is successful and if he dies, you name me Sheriff of Edessa.
Done.
Deal! He extends a hand.
I'd like to think I reward those who take initiative in this court.
Does she shake his hand?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, Your
Good.
Highness, nominate who you wish to come with us on our little walk. Ah. Or, if you wish to come yourself, that is also acceptable. Kill the man, claim your throne. Poetic.
Yes, I very much wish to see this done in person. She kind of looks around the room. Once, as I just look up actually people she might want to take along. Winther, join us. Winther just kind of gives a silent nod.
What the hell is that?
Oh yeah, so you see a rather large armored figure, literally in the full plate that you see, and is carrying a massive bastard sword. It's actually carrying a couple, because you know you never know when one might break.
True.
But yes, you see their eyes blink once behind the large helmet. And Norden will step forward and also call upon Isabella.
Oh, so proud. Daddy's proud of you, sweetheart. Very well, then. He says, where I'm take... On a side note, did you know that that character has two different color eyes?
Yes, you've mentioned this to me several times.
Shush. On the side, he flexes his arms and he says, where we're going is darker than dark. The Sombra think they understand shadow. He gets
Zoya gives you a bitch please look.
Oh, I'm happy to trade darkness for darkness. I'll send you to yours. You can send me to your... I'll send you to mine. You send me to yours. We'll see who gets out first. That's neither here nor there. Anyway. So, rather simple. When I take you, do not speak to anything. Do not touch anything. Follow me. And he lifts up a lantern from his from the a robe that he's wearing from his robes, and he says, and follow this lantern. Don't stray, or else I may not be able to get you back. Do you all understand?
Of course.
Winther just nods.
I like him. He's a strong silent type. Look at the nice helmet. He's a nice helmet.
They just kind of stare at you for a moment.
Hello. All right then. I recommend, Your Highness, we do this in a place that you don't necessarily like.
She kind of considers for a moment, is there any part of Odessa she genuinely doesn't like? Oh, wait! Yes, there is. I think the former Scourge's domain will suffice.
Ooh. Ooh, shots fired. And he says that in character. Very well, then.
Wait, what? The guns don't well, they do, but not here.
Give me 1 hour's preparation, at which point I will lead you. So, if we just do a kind of a fast forward, when you arrive into the Scourge's domain at the area designated, he will say it's better that it be outdoors but enclosed. So basically, like in a courtyard or something like that. So we'll find a suitable space. You will see 6 candles burning, but they're burning with black tallow, like black smoke, and the candlelight itself is green and rather unhealthy looking. You see a number of almost hermetically hexagrammatic warts that have been daubed on the ground in blood. You can scent the blood as you walk closer. There's a skull right in the middle, a rather fresh looking skull, a skull that looks like it's just had its flesh picked clean off the bones. And as you enter, Bastian smiles and she gestures and he says, "Now, everybody, please, one moment. What he does is he wends between all of them, and he's got a really long length of silk rope, or silk, like muslin silk, and he ties everyone's left hand together so that there's a chain of them, so they don't kind of wander off. Because when you're not used to going into the Shadowlands, hilarious things can happen.
Valid.
So he will then tie the end of the strand of silk rope to his own belt, at which point he will beckon them to all stand around the circle. His palm smashes into the circle itself. There is a yawning unpleasantness that feels like if both of you have ever felt cold, it feels like a colder than cold. It seeps into your bones. Like even vampires feel that otherworldly chill. And then with a single step, it's as if you've stepped into Odessa again, but the moon is a vague green, and everything around you is ruins, shambolic. Like everything looks like it is a ruined husk of what it should be outside of the city, inside of the city. So like everything is rotten, everything is damaged, everything is broken, debris is everywhere. It's generally unpleasant, but it looks like Odessa for the most part. Well, on the bright side, it appears as though we made the transition rather better than I was expecting. You all still have all of your limbs. Huh? Huh?
Yes, excellent. We're still possessed of our being.
I mean, very well. He just kind of he walks with you, so he starts to walk, and he just kind of starts walking you through the city proper. So it's all fine, I guess. Maybe I'll let Bishop go from there.
Certain parts of Odessa resemble the corporeal city more than others. Others clearly look at other parts of the city clearly look more ramshackle and decayed and are possessed of an older architecture that predates the rest of or at least the modern state of the city. And that is generally where you find the most wraithly activity. The essence of this place is incredibly unpleasant. It does not feel good to be here. You feel distinctly uncomfortable. But as you go through, nothing goes out of its way to attack you per se. But you do you all see a number of figures. They kind of watch you as you pass by. In fact, because this Sebastian this sticks out the most to you, they're fairly open about it. There are just a few spirits that sort of float around, keeping a good distance from you, but always observing you. Extremely heavily armed.
Oh my. It would appear as though my darling cousin, or that he wouldn't call the wishing woman his cousin, it would appear as though my darling clanmate has sent some of her little minions to keep an eye on us. Hello.
They literally, if you say hello to them, they will actually wave back at you and give you rather crooked smiles.
Sweet, I like them. For the record, children, this is what happens when a soul is eaten inside out. Well, not eaten, but consumed by a certain element of itself. Hello.
No, it should be noted, they aren't spectres.
Oh, they're not spectres, I thought they were.
No, they're just really old souls. Kind of similar to yours, actually potentially more powerful than yours.
He makes a mental note that if we kill the wishing woman, I'm going to have to go on a collection spree. But you know, he leads them out of Edessa, so you know we probably leave with, like, broken city gates, and you know, like all of the other kind of you see scar marks on the walls, like, because when Edessa was captured during the Crusades, and you know, it's generally kind of cold and unpleasant. But he leads you all out. Out. So, my friends, he says, as he turns, he's been very conversational. He says, what do you think of your first trip to the land of the dead?
Well, I must say it has been largely as I expected it to be. Though I appreciate its purpose.
I'm assuming.
Alcada, you're not actually taking this trip. You've been sent off with a large group of Cainites to assist in a frontal assault of this fort.
Alrighty. Mage do mage thing.
Unless you want to be on the trek through hell.
Yeah.
Unless it gets to my range faster, I don't need to be.
Yeah, I would not recommend it.
Yeah. So.
3 out of 10 would not recommend. No, you're with a large group of neonates that and some ancilla actually, who appear to be taking charge of the situation. You see the aforementioned Zoya from earlier. She's got a few servants of her own, although they're difficult to see. They're very good at clinging to the shadow. You see distinctly no gangrel.
Well, they did get their fill with the Ravnus somewhat. So maybe.
You do see Corentin, though. Perhaps the only elder present here. He appears to have actually taken quite strong leadership for the over the neonates and the ancilla.
Famushi's fucking your daughter.
Oh my god. Not right now.
Get out of here. Who says that? They get demon take pride.
Anywho, as I guess we're traveling.
Should be noted the Tremere Primogen is also present. And she is accompanied by another member of her clan.
Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Oh my god, he looks so fucking evil.
I'm sorry, Fumoshi's too busy fucking Eevee to give a shit. It's almost this. And this would be a wonderful time for the Salubri to gain credibility. Oh well.
I would also be keeping a distance from Tremere, and I'd be doing my best not to mean mug them.
No, but it will actually be this Tremere who approaches you. He will actually approach you. And he will simply say, if you require assistance, I can provide. Of any sort.
He kind of looks at him up and down and will simply say, I appreciate your willingness to speak to me.
It is no concern.
If I would require your assistance, I would make sure to let you know, sir.
Hmm.
As he inclines his head respectfully.
May I ask what you intend to do? Perhaps we can assist one another's efforts in concert.
Outside, making sure that people are supplied with proper enchanted weaponry. I plan to cause chaos through the weather in this and at that facility.
Ah, yes. Everybody knows it is raining and it is extremely windy. Gale force winds. He just kind of looks up to the sky, very unsurprised. I assume you have eyes on the inside.
I have my ways, sir. As he again inclines his head.
As do we all.
I'm just saying, if one of those lightning bolts was to hit that guy, GG.
I think it could realistic. Actually, no, it can do no damage to him. It literally cannot harm him.
Nobody tell me there's necklace of elemental protection in this game.
No, although you can roll something for me, Alkadir. Something about his clothing is very off.
Okay. Perception, awareness.
Just perception plus occult and dice roll 3.
All right, perception plus occult. Excuse me, sorry.
Well, one dice roll 2, I guess. God damn it, Evan.
All right, that's a lot.
That's actually a crap ton of successes.
And I guess if for some reason it was a spiritual matter, I would also get another success. Those are my specialties.
No, this you get a ton of successes, but you don't actually possess this particular skill. In fact, it's actually very foreign to the Asenites. No, his clothing appears to have some sort of warding on it, but it's not warding meant to simply harm upon touch. You can see on the rims, it's sort of on the edges of his clothing. You can see on the overlay it has various sigils. That is where the invocations are. Various invocations against the gifts of the blood, various invocations against gifts of the awakened, various invocations against the gifts of the fair folk, it is his clothing is covered in some form of warding that you can only obviously it grants him some form of protection, almost absolute.
Hmm. Oh, I put that as a mental notice. I can't do any direct magic on him. It has to be something very
Yeah,
mundane.
you imagine if you try to cast any form of magic on him, it would just fizzle.
But also, he is still, no matter how much I want to see that there are people get burnt to the ground, he is still a respected member of our society, and I am not willing to touch him.
I mean,
Rhoda Deanna, man, he is technically my better. It'd be wrong for me to harm him.
man,
Said I'm part of the system, man. That's what
yeah,
I
you're
do.
part of the system. It's just sad fact of life. But yeah, it's okay. Your brother isn't. He'll murder. But yeah, in which case he'll simply nod. As everybody's being soaked in the rain. There's about 24 Canaanites present. There's a lot of Canaanites present. This is a blood hunt. So now that this Herman's location has been discovered, many Canaanites have basically converged on this location. But yes, as you begin your ritual, it will actually be someone who contacts you from the inside of the building. Through your mind. Brother.
So, you arrived?
I am inside the fortress.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure that if you find our query, to make sure the eye is properly placed for me to see.
Maybe inside. I will see if he can be baited out.
Preferably, yes. I don't know if I have enough strength to bring down the castle.
I will do as such then. I'll wait for the prince's force to engage before engaging myself. Let the weak weed themselves out.
A mental nod to that.
I would prefer to keep this one's blood intact.
It depends. There's many here, and there's a variety of stronger Canaanites. It'd be best to only go after such a thing if it's truly have an opportunity. No reason to cause any further conflicts.
It is quite alright. There shall be no breaches in the precious traditions of Cain this evening.
So we will have our time, and there's a bit of heat behind it. So,
Oh. And that time is very much coming, brother. But yes, we will swap back the group. Sebastian, Margot,
Hello.
you're approaching the fortress.
As they walk through the Shadowlands, Bastion, he's humming to himself. He likes being here. This is good.
It should be noted, no mortals have shown up to assist of a rather large amount of Canaanites, almost as if they haven't been able to muster up the mortal support.
Bastion's just gonna peek over the edge. Basically gonna get a view to see where the fuck we are, primarily.
Are you entering the fortress at this point?
Yeah, we're going to enter the fortress, but give me just 2 seconds. I just have to roll to peek across just to see that the kindred are gathering, because, you know, it might be important.
Needless to say, it's a military fortress. There are a few amount of race here. Not many, but there are a few.
So he blinks across, he looks, and he sees the kindred starting to gather. He nods and he says, I'm curious why it is you're only using kindred and not actually using humans for your cannon, Father.
Herman seems to have gathered a great sway over the military, it seems. I myself have had all my own connections wrapped up in preventing him from just wholesale launching a coup against the town.
Fascinating. Oh, this way, please. He steps through into the fort. Actually, before he does that, he looks, he tastes the air just to make sure, and he puts his hand out. He's just checking to make sure it's not been warded. Just like,
no warding.
okay. Yep, he steps across. Ah, wonderful.
Everything all right?
Yes. Sometimes protections can be raised, and protections are funny, finicky little things. So please come this way.
I'm assuming there are none. Good.
You pass over.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other Canaanites pass over into the fortress. However, Sebastian, you find that your ghosts cannot.
Brr.
You've already peeked over, so would you like to roll me a quick perception occult roll?
Yes. Yes, I would. Does my necromancy specialty apply?
No, actually. This is not necromancy.
I'm going to be filled with hate.
I mean, this is valid.
Nope, I see nothing. Oh wait,
Okay.
hang on. Does Allspecs play in?
Yeah, I'll let it.
Okay, in that case, 1. So that's 0. So that's actually 1, 2. That's 2 successes with the Allspecs. Actually, three successes with the Allspecs. Sorry, 3 successes with the Allspecs. Maybe.
You see a rather primitive setup. A primitive. It's not obvious. In fact, you probably wouldn't have noticed this if you didn't have all specs, because it's quite faded now. But you see that lines of assault have been placed across the entrances to the fortress and along its walls. This does not strike you as blood magic, and it seems rather simplistic.
I swear to everything that exists, I will find that feculent Bruja. I will beat him until he is a pulp, and then I will send him screaming unto the god that does not care about him.
Trouble in paradise? The prince looks around the Shadowlands.
No, he has just prevented some of my minions from entering. Oh, by the way, sorry. My character will also have brought Ashura with him, if that's all right by you, because she goes with him pretty much everywhere he goes.
She will assist him.
Thank you. He'll sigh and he'll say, "That is fine." However, there are rates inside the military base. Does that mean they're trapped in here?
Kind of, but they seem very at peace with themselves.
Yeah. In that case, you guys literally just see. I'm going to have to just roll some dice. Actually, no, fuck it. He really won't. That would be too expensive. He just shrugs and he will intimate for his wraiths to go back home, to go back to his. Once again, I love how he is literally the hermit crab of the nobles' quarter. It's fine. But with that, he will lead them into the fortress proper.
Lots of soldiers.
If it helps, it looks rather interesting from this perspective, he says as he walks. Because, of course, we are on the other side of the shroud, but I can see through. So it's rather interesting when I see individuals literally walking through you.
Something to note is across the shroud, the rain has doused the light of the torches outside, and any fires that are active. And archers are struggling to notch their bows.
Bishop, can you use... Oh, no, Auspex, you need to be on the same physical plane as other people, wouldn't you?
I don't really... Depends. If you're peeking across the shroud, you can...
Oh, yeah, no, I can do it, but I was basically going to see if the... I don't think the prince can use it here, because I was going to say you might want to tell your men to get moving, but she can't, because she's not on the same plane of existence as they are.
It's questionable whether she could use telepathy across the shroud. I think that's a good question.
I'd say it would need to nearly be a combo discipline to use it, like basically like a combo of Auspex and Necromancy, or Auspex and Thaumaturgy if you're on the other side in Spirit World.
Yeah, because no restriction is actually given. They don't... So,
But yeah, no, with that, he'll trudge on. What kind of room is Herman holed up in?
he's holed up in the highest room in the fortress.
Damn right he is.
One, because he's a venture, and two, because it makes it much easier to escape.
Why the highest room make it easier to escape?
Well, if you have potence.
Oh, yeah, and also if you've got the fortitude to just net off the fall. All right. All right, everyone. I'm going to make this abundantly clear. I'm going to open an aperture. I'm going to be that dick. I'm going to open the aperture directly behind him. Because I'm like that. I'm nice like that. Hi.
Yep. Herman is talking with this man if you're peeking across the shroud.
I am. What are they talking about?
One second as I get this guy's name up real quick.
I'll also just roll my my perk empathy just so I can get some basic information about him. I get 4 successes on the Brohan. For his for Aurus item.
Okay. He's a ghoul. Calm, confident, self-assured. Herman feels similarly. He actually just Herman just says, Bashajad, these Cainites are not as lethal as they appear to be. An organized offense will prove far more threatening to them
Question:
than any mystical power you might wield.
Does anyone know who Bashashad is? He says as he's looking across the shroud.
Does anyone have any City Watch contacts?
No, but I assume the prince does.
Yeah, she actually does. So yeah, she will tell everybody that no, she knows who that person is.
Yes, Herman's having a conversation with him.
Well, that explains one source of his power. But who is his contact in the military? Is there anyone else around him?
Is there anyone else in the room?
There's a few people. He has a small retinue.
He'll say, one moment. He starts to describe the people in the room.
Okay, yeah, you come across oh damn, I didn't have an image for this guy. Yeah, you come across several military men, but he doesn't he's not having a conversation with them right now.
All right, so one of you will more than likely be able to get the drop on him. So, question is, who wishes to step through when I open the aperture first? It can't be me, as I have to keep it open.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
If you insist. Is there space for me to stand? Is there space for me to stand behind Herman?
Yes. In fact, Herman is currently speaking of his retinue right now, telling him to gather the chalk, telling all of them to gather the torches. They'll prove more effective than their swords. Due to the rain, many of the soldiers outside actually haven't been able to really grab torches. They've just had to man their weapons, although some have still managed. They seem to be lining themselves up in places that are sheltered from the rain. But, yeah, most of the men outside are not possessed of such dangerous weaponry against Canaanites. Yep.
Bastion is going to be that dick. He is going to wait until they have been given their instructions on how to kill the kindred outside to the guards, and until they leave to do so. He is going to feign making a whole bunch of weird symbolic gestures and muttering, acting like he needs time to prepare, because he can just snap his fingers and do this. But he's going to basically make it seem like a whole big to-do as he does this, leaving them time to go and inform their troops to get fire, so the casualties for the Canaanites will be higher.
Hooray.
Hi!
What's is happening? I'm going to roll someone's leadership dice. But no, one of the retinue will depart.
Assuming to give the orders to the troops.
Mm-hmm. The others grab torches though, and they simply say, Herman simply says to them, when this battle reaches this climax, we'll simply depart from the roof. We have plenty of bolt holes.
And with that, basically, he stops moving, and you will just, for those of you inside, you'll just literally see him literally take out his hand and turn his hand like he was turning a key, at which point he nods to the prince.
All right, and the prince is going to step forward. All of you are going to get surprise attacks on Herman.
Yay! Surprise attacks!
Well, actually, no, he has a chance to see the aperture forming, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's not subtle. It's literally like a rip in reality. Let's be fair.
Yeah, in which case it probably won't be a surprise at all.
Yeah, it's literally like a rip in reality.
Isn't there a moment of him being like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Though?
That's why I said one of you might get a surprise reaction, but not all of you. Definitely not.
As the rift opens, Herman will turn surprised, but his eyes quickly flatten upon seeing the prince walk out as he just says, your timing is as impeccable as ever. He will arm himself, but he will not actually go to strike initially. Kimura's already obviously armed herself. And all of you can simply walk out. He doesn't give the word for his men to attack yet.
Bastion closes the portal behind him. Honestly, I've always felt that there should be some kind of ripping noise when I do that, but there's not, and I'm somewhat disappointed. Hello!
I've not met you before. A newcomer, I see, bribed into the prince's service.
Bastian Giovanni, at your service.
I have heard of your kind. A pleasure.
Oh, good. At which point you just see Bastion close his fist. Hi, Bishop, because I'm going to kick off this combat if no one else is.
What you gonna do, buddy?
I'm gonna banish the soul from one of his ghouls. I'm gonna punt him out of his body.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm baleful exorcisming him.
All right. Everybody roll initiative right now.
Okay.
Alkady, you're gonna roll initiative because the 2 dozen K-Knights outside are about to charge. Apart from the Tremere and the Asimite sorcerers, and funnily enough, Corentin.
Smart Corentin.
Corentin has actually instructed some of the more physically inclined K-Knights to scale the walls from the side as to avoid the coming clusterfuck at the front gates.
Oof.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my notepad real quick. And keep in mind your remember to take into account your armor affects
Yes.
your stuff. We'll just check. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. 11. -2. All right. Okay, Herman has initiative of 11.
That was a sad roll.
That was a very sad roll. And I'm just going to roll for... He has about a retinue of 4 with him, so I'm going to roll for each of them individually.
Valid.
And they're all going to... They're all going to be rolling on a +7, so okay. One actually does really well, the other one does horribly. The other one does very well, and this one will do horribly. And he actually does okay. Okay. I'm just going to note down their initiatives real quick. What were you on, Bastion? Bastion?
Bastion was on high. He was on 19.
19, okay. Retinue 1 is... $16. Retinue 2, 13. Retinue 4 is on 8. And what's the other one on? 16. Oh, that's right, you're free because Sajat was the first, fourth one. Okay, and then the rest of you. Alkady, you don't actually have to roll because you'll be making rolls at the end of a round to assist the forces in entering and helping them to not die. Herman is currently inside, and you can see this. So you can't strike him, but you can maybe ensure it so that not every K-Knight here dies horribly, as this is actually a pretty competent defense they have set up.
No, that makes sense.
And I made it more competent, and yet I feel nothing.
Yeah. You have actually mitigated quite a lot of it. The rain has tampered with their initial strategy of just throwing fire at you guys and just wielding torches. So the heavy rain has actually been wonderful in preserving K-Knight life here this evening. But yeah, a lot of figures might die if you don't assist them. So
no, I'm hoping the rain will cut off perception, cut off the fires. The wind will make sure they can't really do a lot of range, or at least not well.
It's already tampering with their ranged weaponry.
By the way, Bishop, when I looked across the shroud, when I peeked across, I was on a different plane of reality, which means obfuscate didn't affect me. Was that Asimite in the roof?
If you have to peek across the shroud, obfuscate will affect you.
Oh yeah, no, because that's valid. It actually translates here. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, it translates. So
yeah, I guess
that is my excuse why obfuscate works.
I guess the only
That's
statement is
valid.
when I throw the bolts. If the bolts do not go over the, I guess technically they're not AoE, but I'm curious with the rain, maybe a few of them, just a few might get hit by a few little jolts from whoever gets hit by the first part of it.
Yes, and Isabella and Winther is here. Isabella's going to waste no time in annihilating this man. And she's getting pretty big buffs.
Oh, is she going first?
Yes, with that roll. She's going to go straight for the fucking throat. And Winther also needs the roll. Because friends.
I also need Ashura to roll. The chances of her action is just going to be to guard me.
Hi. Azura, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so wow, okay. Winther having a really good series of rolls there. And also Azura, that is D10 plus 4 plus 4 plus, so plus 2 is 10 minus 2, it's plus 8. And she gets a 14 because she's wearing heavy armor, so she will go after Margot. But yeah, it's largely hers is just going to be to guard you and basically intercept any strike made against you. Yes, Isabella's going to go first, and I think we know who she's all going to hit.
Focus the aggro! Focus the aggro!
Let's see. Yeah, she's just going to fucking annihilate Herman because she hates Herman with a passion.
She hates all Ventu with a passion, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So she's just going to spend for push. She won't spend for celerity because she's just focusing on one target. And she, so that's whereas 10 plus 3 minus 2, she uses 11 dice. That's 4 successes. 3 plus 3. Plus 6 is 12. Oh, she does 6 aggravated damage to him, which he automatically soaks. And if this were an ordinary spear, it would have shattered. But it's not. So it remains. Oh yeah. I think I have the full initiative now, so
we have Anthony.
Oh, poor Septimus.
Is it too late to pop in?
No, you can pop in because, well, the blood hunt is now on for Herman, so, and there has been a rather large convergence of Cainites around the military fort that was recently built outside the city. You are actually one of the oldest Cainites there. Most of them are neonates. There's a few ancilla and a single elder Malkavian who is doing a smart thing and is just holding back. He's just waiting. He seems to have kind of taken charge in a sense. He's got a small contingent of neonates who are kind of following his lead because he's the elder and he seems to know what he's doing. And has even guided a few of them around the sides of the walls. Some of the physically inclined ones who can either leap up or climb. Almost as if he doesn't want them to face the full brunt of a frontal engagement because, well, basic strategy really. But yes, so you can join them in trying to break in physically. The rest of the group, Al-Qadir is also outside, but the rest of the PCs present are currently facing off against Herman inside.
Okay. So okay, no problem.
Yes. Because you didn't take the Shadowlands trip into the fortress, you'll be outside. You can approach the fortress however you wish. I'll assume you're with the group for the moment, but if at any point you wish to cut yourself off from them, then feel free. You will probably want to. It's
I'll
about to get bloody.
probably cut myself off from them and head for Herman, since that is the
Yeah, he's deep inside. He's inside the fortress at the highest room.
Okay.
So it'll take you a bit of time to get in, and you'll probably have to mulch a few mortals.
Bring me. I'm just gonna start grabbing faces and pop horrid form. It's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, I assume you pop Velo form. Feel free to roll your initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Isabella fails to harm Herman, hilariously, despite the ridiculous power of her weapon. Bastion, it is your turn. You're going to do a thing.
Bastion just points at one of the ones who's on the higher initiative, so it looks like he's ready to go, of the guards, and he just says "Sempo de morte." He gets 9 successes on the activation roll to punt the soul out of the body, so he now has to make an opposed willpower check against 9 successes.
How did you get 9 fucking successes?
Because it's difficulty 4, because it's a standard difficulty check, and I rolled 12 dice because of my memento de morte.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get the little bonus dice. That's right. They can't beat those successes, so a member of the retinue is immediately rendered limp.
So literally, it's just like he just points at him and clenches his hand and says "Pavento di morte," at which point the body just kind of goes bye bye.
Yep. So Winfer's turn. Winfer also has a lot of reason to fucking hate Herman. So they're also going to strike Herman. With hatred.
Is this a Ventru? I said this is a Ventru. This is a Ventru.
This is a Ventru.
Right.
And they have a lot of beef against Herman's child, who they helped kill. Well, actually, they did kill them very directly and brutally. Nice initiative roll. Oh, they get 5 successes. That's pretty boss. They are spending for points and fortitude. Winfer's bugger off. Winfer's dice is okay. So the strength is all buffed up. On a Grey Sword, which I believe is +4, so 6 plus 4 plus another 4 is 14 dice of damage, plus potence is only another 6. Okay, well, Winfer's sword shatters against Herman.
Well,
literally shattering it into a dozen different shards, rendering it useless.
Once again, he appears unscathed.
Yeah.
it's almost like Ventura hard to kill.
Yeah. It's almost as if it's.
Oh, sorry. But, one thing I forgot to do, Bishop, because I got a bit wrapped up. I'm just going to spend for my fortitude this turn. Sorry.
Okay.
Because I can.
Oh wow. We will actually shift to Septimus real quick because his initiative is 23. So I'm going to add him to the initiative real quick.
Okay.
Okay, Septimus. Yes. A group of Cainites are charging the gates of a fort. There is a whole line of men with spears and shields waiting for them beneath the gates. What are you doing in your horrid form?
Going for the objective.
Nice. All right.
Right. So,
Let's hope all the mortals in this fortress are killed to a man, because otherwise we're going to have issues.
So what would you like me to do, Bishop?
So what's your current strength level? Because this will determine if you can actually jump the walls.
9, because it's horde form, and I'm in,
Okay, yeah, with 9 strength, you can jump for walls. Pretty easily, actually. Rather, you'll land on top of a wall, kind of damaging part of the wall just through the sheer size and force of which you jump. As several men are immediately fucking terrified by your presence. And in their fear will are going to fight you just because they either run the fuck away and die or they die fighting. These ones are not possessed of torches, so they cannot deal ag to you.
Okay. So
yeah.
it's pretty much, if you've seen, Endgame, it's angry ass Hulk and people are getting thrown left and right.
Yep. Feel free to make me attack rolls and see how hard you mulch these humans. Because you're basically attacking part of the mortal swarm, as it were. Oh, that's not a chance roll. That's a single success on a 12 dice check. That's unfortunate.
It is. It happens.
Okay. Well, feel free to roll your strength plus the extra damage you get, which I think is actually a fair amount.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Okay, yeah. So you you have a mortal fatigue. You just quickly slice it open. It's the thin armoring is trivial to rip apart, and that poor mortal is very much dead.
They should make courage checks because that's some ghastly shit.
Yeah, they're going to.
Do you really want to die this way?
Wow, they're actually pretty hardy. They actually succeed with 2 successes.
What?
Yeah.
I'm about it.
They're all about that honorable death by Zulo. Yes. Next turn is Sajad. Because you just which member of the retinue did you stop, by the way?
Sajad, probably.
Okay, then we skip Sajad's turn because his soul is currently in transit. A member of the retinue is going to
Not for long would I get my hands on it.
Is going to strike strike you because you've actually done the most damage. And just because I'm particularly cruel, they're going to make a cool shot with a torch at your face. Now, Azura is going to shield you. She is going to parry on your behalf. Because...
Why is it always the face?
I don't know, Evan. Damn, baby.
Helmet's got 11. So let's see. She's got 4 dexterity. So get 5, 10 dice. She'll bloodbath. She will bloodbath. So she'll be rolling the first 6, she'll be rolling 12 dice. She won't bloodbath up to the craziest of levels. And this guy has to make his check. I just need to double check what they roll at the highest level. Okay, and he'll be.
Bishop, don't really have to get another fucking overlay made.
Oh wow! 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 He breaks the parry. He gets 6 successes as opposed to Azura's 4.
Oh.
Oh no! Your poor face.
Bro.
Okay, yeah, okay, Septimus's help may be required at the end of this. So he's gonna roll. It's a torch. It's +1.
She did at least nuke his amount of successes.
Yeah, she nuked it by force, so he only gets 2 successes. His strength is His strength is 4, and he is a physical retainer, so he's going to have 2 in potence. He hasn't triggered it. He can't. He's spending blood for the inevitable retaliation. Yeah, it's 4 plus. +1 from Torch, which is 5, +2 from Potence, which is 7, plus another 1 is 8 dice. So it's not actually too bad. He just needs to not roll incredibly well. Yeah, he only gets 2 successes. So yeah, just roll your fortitude.
Low key salty. Not really.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I actually rolled at the wrong difficulty. He doesn't hit you at all because he's making a cold shot to your head.
Oh, thank you, Mother of God.
So you don't have to. So those rolls are invalid. Never mind. So
Always my face.
Yeah, Margot, it's your turn.
She's going to go for retinue. Someone who's still about to hit. So retinue 2. Who's still
retinue 2 and 3 are still available for a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna go for retinue 2 then, and I'll spend a blood for celerity.
Okay. Make your roll. He's going to spend for fortitude, and he is mortal, so he doesn't take aggravated damage from fire.
That's because aggravated damage doesn't exist to mortals.
Yes.
It's just lethal.
Yeah, the small perk of being a ghoul is that actually fire doesn't hurt you in the same way as it hurts Kindred. So it will be lethal damage even though you have a burning weapon.
I need to get that fucking rank 5 necromancy ritual that makes fire my bitch.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one. You need like a solid block of ice though, which is not easy to get around here.
3 successes only. That's...
Okay. You'll be rolling his dice to soak, which is actually quite a lot because he's well armored, well trained, and very powerful.
Oh wow. Oh wait, that's actually 4 because the ones don't count.
He soaks all of it. Even if you do 4 damage, he soaks 2 of his fortitude, and then he soaks the other 3 through his armor.
Oh wow, the dice goes are not nice.
Oh no, he should only be rolling. They should only be rolling 4 dice. Actually, no. Ghouls can soak lethal. So yeah, he soaks it. He takes no damage from you. Azora's already taken her action. Retinue 2 girl will retaliate. He's going to hit you, Margot. You're wearing a helmet, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's just going to make a standard attack against you.
Sorry. Have to reopen Discord.
Oh, he doesn't do very well against you either, to be fair. Yeah, that's 2, so just 1 rollover, so strength 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2 potence, 7 plus 3 from the no, just plus 1 because it's a torch, so it's 8 dice of damage. And he deals 4 aggravated damage to you. You may use your armor and your fortitude to soak.
Okay, I'm back on it. Sorry. Can I use my? Actually, yeah, I can spare the blood to just soak it because I have.
This is fire damage. It can only. It cannot auto soak. You can roll dice to soak fire, but you can never auto soak with fire. And yeah, you're completely fine. Herman. Oh! Oh, I think I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be that guy.
Go on, be that guy.
Hmm. He's going to... He will have to make a quick dex roll because he'll need to make contact with her.
Oh, Jesus.
You a bully.
I know exactly who he's going to target, and I know exactly what he's going to say. It's going to be, I'm dominating the Bruja, kill the prince.
Kill the other Ventru.
Ooh.
So that's 7 plus 11. 2 is 9. So 6 of 1. He's just touching her. Okay, he touches her. Now he's going to make his dominate roll. Isabella's willpower is 6. Yeah, and as you predict, he will say, kill the prince for me. Hold on a moment. Okay, he's going to roll his manipulation plus leadership, which is a lot. It's actually hit by Frono's best dice ball. Oh yeah, yeah, yep, she turns to the prince. Well, at least the prince can prep. Okay, Retinue 3 is going to go, and he's going to strike. Who hasn't been struck with a torch? I think everybody present has been struck with a torch. Well, we could always strike Bastion again. It feels like fun. No, I think they will gang up on Margot first.
Hey, what about the
Actually,
NPCs?
no, they saw Bastion. No, they saw Bastion rip out one of their friend's souls. They kind of need to kill him right now. Because otherwise, he's just going to do that to all of them.
Not the face! Just not the face!
I mean, they're definitely going to strike the face. One, because I'm sadistic, and two, it's the only part of you that's not unarmored. And these people are actually intelligent. It's almost like this is a boss fight. And these people might not be here if their influences were dealt with.
God damn it, Mike!
Okay, well, he doesn't have specialty in torches, so he doesn't get the 4 successes, he only gets the 2, so there you go. So strength plus
Thank
1. He's also going to be using fortitude, so that's strength 4 plus 1 plus 2 is 7 plus another one. It's 8d10. Hey, friend, life is good. Hey, you only took 3 ag, it's fine. Roll that sweet fortitude. Don't worry, Azura will start spending celerity now that she knows extra people are on you.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
Please. Okay, so he takes an ag damage to the face. I'm not changing my damn overlay again.
They make the star brighter.
Jesus.
Also, can we a courage roll difficulty 7 for being bad?
So much religion, Evan.
God, you are clearly this is a man of great faith. Aren't you a man
Really?
of great faith, Mr.
It's almost,
Giovanni?
it's almost as God himself has ordained it. You are
Yeah,
his chosen.
Allah looks kindly upon you.
Upon you.
Oh, you spent a willpower, thank God. Okay, you barely hang on to your beast, which is good. Because that was a botch.
Yep, I mean, and that would have been a road check, and I would have been sad.
So, yeah, you hang on to yourself, you take a single point of ag.
Oh God,
Life is pain.
Isabella's up. Oh God.
Isabella has not spent celerity, fortunately, but the prince needs to act. I'll just put her last in the initiative. She's well, she's got. Yeah, no, I don't think she's going to try and override the command because that's too risky. So instead, she's just going to she's going to disarm Isabella.
Oh God, good luck with that.
She's going to spend for all of her physicals. She's going to bump up her strength. And my God, this is going to be a lot of dice. Let's see, it's... Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's 4 successes. Because it's a 1. So, and then it's 3.
Also, remember, a disarm attempt raises the difficulty of the roll.
Oh, yeah, it does. But I see no 6s in that entire roll. Just 7s and up.
By God, you're right.
So that's, oh God. 3. So that's 4 plus 3 is 7 plus another 7. Yeah, with her bones, the spear goes flying out of her hands. And you know what? It's Chimera that seizes it. She's going to have to soak damage. But she has Fortitude 6 up, so it's fine. Yes, so that's the prince done. Al-Qadir, you're in action. Al-Qadir?
Daryl.
Daryl?
Oh, I wasn't muted. Yeah. Alrighty.
You can act now.
Yeah.
Your clanmate has said that the fight's begun inside.
Alright. So.
Wait, I activate. I don't I have my celerity action?
I was last.
This is before celerity
okay.
actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. What seems pertinent right now is make sure the people outside don't get killed. So come thunder, come lightning.
Did you know they're about to burn pour boiling oil on all of the Canaanites approaching the gate? That'd be nice to stop.
Yeah. And that's 1, 2. That's no successes because of those ones. Unless my specialty comes into play.
How is it no successes? What's the
I
difference?
think you counted wrong, bro.
It's diff 8.
Oh.
No, isn't it? No, that's to summon the storm. You make a perception occult roll to hit people with lightning.
Yeah, I do, but I believe the difficulty is 3 plus the level.
No, that's to cast a spell. Actually, you know, I'm going to double check for you.
I actually think he's right, for the record.
Yeah, I'm going to double check real quick. Oh my God, I just want to get to
I'll hit somebody with this one day.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It's weird that you have to roll perception. You have to summon a storm, then you have to roll perception or cold. Both at diff 8,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty underpowered.
And it only does lethal damage.
Yeah, but it does a lot of lethal damage, to be fair, because you kill
The point
anti
is,
6
though, if I have, especially for being a sorcerer, both Tremere and Astamite, we have Auspex. So we could be miles away and just striking something down.
Yeah, if you have all specs up, it would reduce the difficulty, I guess. It's a perception check.
By a massive amount.
So what is your perception? What's your all specs rating?
It's 2.
Okay, well that lowers the diff by 2, which
It'd be
gives you
6.
2 additional successes. So you do hit someone.
Okay. So, yep, with 2 successes, need to soak 10 lethal.
They need
No,
to soak.
it's 10 dice of lethal, not 10 automatic lethal.
Yeah, and you have 1 rollover from your roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it works like an attack roll. Okay.
So you got 11. You got 11 dice, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. That's juicy.
All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus the 2 1s. E3. Unless ones don't affect damage rolls.
They don't take away for damage rolls.
Then that's 5 lethal. That you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can only soak of their armor, which is not quite as good as the people inside. Yeah, you strike one of lightning so hard that it becomes seizing up.
Smells like bacon.
Bacon!
Yeah, so one soldier pouring boiling oil over the walls is terrified by the fact that lightning by chance just seems to strike the person right next to him.
Yeah, it only gets
I
worse.
really want Herman to try and dominate me at difficulty 11. Time.
Okay. Yes, I believe that's all for main actions, so celerity actions. Miss Margot?
Did Isabella spend for celerity?
Okay, just Margot.
Did Isabella spend for celerity?
She spent for potent. She wanted to get the most on her attack roll against Herman, which was very sad.
Okay.
Okay, gonna go for retinue 2 again then.
It's Isabella's turn because the initiative restarts.
No, I have my. She didn't spend for
She
celerity.
didn't spend.
Oh, did you spend for celerity?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear.
So yes, then. He's not wearing armor or anything, is he? Is he wearing armor?
Yes, he is. He's wearing 4 points worth of armor.
On the face too?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so yeah, she won't bother to. 6. Ah, there we go, 6. And if only she had a specialty, she doesn't yet. So that's. Wait. Slash R. Six.
Okay, he'll automatically soak 2. Yeah,
Fuck
no,
you,
he
Chris.
soaks all of it. Man, these are top tier goals. But you have a lot of celerity, so you can just keep wailing on him.
Oh, so it's all my celerity.
Yes.
Oh, just for one?
Actually, in that case, it's all of your celerity halved, but unless we're using just ordinary celerity.
Oh yeah, how many? It's all of your celerity halved. So how much celerity do you actually have?
3.
So you get to attack twice.
Yeah, you get 2 extra attacks, so 'cause
Okay.
it rounds up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Please, yes. Can Okay. That's yeah. He soaks it. My dice, the dice are hate me. Well, they loved me, but they loved me more afterwards. So
Yeah. Well, back to the top of initiative then. Oof. Isabella's going to try and attack the prince. She's going to make a grapple check. It's going to be contested. Oh no, because Chimera's spending for all of her physical disciplines as well, so she gets to attack a bunch of times. So she is going to, yeah. Actually, no, I rolled her maximum dice, so she shouldn't. Anyway, Isabella. Gonna make a contested grapple check. Isabella is not so good at brawling. With her armor penalty, she's actually at only 5 dice. Because she's spending for potence. Actually, 6 dice, my bad. 5 successes on the prince. The prince is much better at brawling. And probably inverts the grapple with that many successes. Because that's 12 successes to beat her 5. So Chimera has Isabella in a grapple. Bastion.
Bastion he reaches, he looks at the guy who burned his face. He's like, "You motherfucker!" At which point I'm going to spend for all of my physical disciplines, including 1 dot into increasing my strength. However, I'm going to also spend 1 willpower, and I'm going to punt his soul out of his body.
oh, we are
Soul
allowed to
pumped!
use willpower in combat now.
I have to spend a willpower to activate
Oh,
the
okay.
effect.
Oh, okay.
Necromancy.
Mm.
Punt!
Yeah, they're getting punted today. We're going to see retinue number 1 falls down, so I'm just going to put them as soul
It was the
out.
one who burned me in the face.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I ignored Septimus. God damn it.
It's okay. I'm patient.
Keep messing up initiatives.
All right. Do I see the people pouring the oil and stuff?
Yes, they're
I go
annihilating.
directly for them.
Oh, neat. You also see 4 men heading up to the front, heading up to the highest room. It'll take them a couple of turns to get there.
All right.
They have torches.
Okay.
Because Sebastian needs more torches.
You're mean. I get it.
Yeah.
It's always my face.
I'm going to assist the people that are on the wall, mostly because I see them as my subordinates, so can't
Ooh,
look
good
weak out
man.
of them and leave them. So I will do a dex brawl.
Yeah, to attack the men manning the because they've already managed to ash like 2 or 3 K9s. Yeah, go. Feel free to make your attack. And no, Daryl, it's always Dark Ages Celerity is always work like this.
3 successes to hit.
Okay, roll your damage.
I didn't specify it was a headshot. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
They will not get to suck this shit. They're gonna die.
So that's 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 13. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. Oh, your giant clawed fists flatten one as the giant fangs on your stomach devour another. All the Canites see this. I think the Canites have to roll courage. Okay, no, there are rot-shracking Canites. They literally
And now
begin
we
to-
know how it was they all died.
The ones under quarantine.
Because you know what the tragic thing is? They have to Rorschach away from the thing that is the cause of their Rorschach. So they're going to Rorschach into the fortress.
Well, no, because he's on the walls, so they're going to Rorschach into the other Canites.
Oh God!
Okay, I'm just going to double the casualty count for this evening. It's fine. It's not your fault. It's their fault. They were weak. This is why they are pawns.
Yes, you should be
but-
able to have the medal.
But Corentin's figures don't actually see this because they're climbing the other side of the wall. And Corentin, well, he's just kind of, well, you don't actually see him anymore. Funny that.
Next up is Winter.
Next up is Winther. Well, she has another sword, thankfully.
He seems to have many.
Yeah, they've got a lot of swords. They've got they've got 2 great swords and no less than 4 long swords. It's almost as if they're like preparing for a situation like this. Actually, no, you know what they're going to do? They're going to pick up one of the torches of the retinue that you dropped. They're going to pick up one of their torches and launch at Herman with a torch. Life sucks for Winther. Okay. We'll spend for their strength, so they won't get their fortitude. Sorry, they won't get the potence, they won't get their fortitude. 7. This one was 8. I think it's just the 8 dice. Okay. Okay. Big boy soaks, and the torch breaks, splintering into hot cinders. Okay. It is now Sajad, we skip. Retinue 1, we skip. Margot, it's your turn again.
You know what? This is the last charge on this sword. She's going to go for. She might go for. Forget his name. Sorry. Herman.
The beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid!
Apparently.
Is Herman wearing armor everywhere?
Not at his, not on. He's not wearing a helmet.
Fuck it, I'll go for the head then. Ah, damn you.
A single success.
Yes. So, well, I'll probably sick or soak of it. Fuck you. Oh, much faster.
I don't know, he can only use his fortitude for this, so you'll probably damage him in some capacity. He cannot auto-sick this.
Okay. I mean, doesn't he have like 6 fortitude?
Yes.
That's, you still have good damage even with only one success.
So it's
Strength plus
Yeah.
3 plus whatever points you have.
plus 3. I've been counting like plus 2 all this time. Okay.
Actually, are you
Wait,
using a shield?
Yeah, I'm
No.
using the shield.
No.
Okay, yeah, it's plus 3 then.
So I'll take 10.
Yeah, you already have more damage dice than he has soak dice, so.
Who's 6?
Ooh, you've been very unfortunate this game. Yep, and your sword also shatters. Everybody's running out of weapons.
Maga has another one.
Bishop, question: Will my soul sword shatter?
If he soaks all of it, then it will.
Ooh, interesting. He'll break his soul. Sorry, continue.
Yep, basically, yeah, it doesn't matter what the only exception is Isabella's spear, and that's because it's created using Potent 7, as in the discipline used to create it is even more advanced than the fortitude Herman is using.
You know what? On her turn, since it's Azura, I assume that she is now going to murder fuck something.
Yes, and she's done the thing where she does all the she's doubled the damage on her dice. Double the damage on her sword. No, it's like it's not double the damage. It's she does. She basically
Automatic levels of damage equal to her stamina.
Yeah, so 8.
She has 8 stamina at the moment.
No, she has. It's your stamina times 2.
Uh-huh.
She has 4 stamina.
Oh. That's a big oof.
So. Azura is. She only really has one target. May as well just go for the throat. So she's gonna buff her. She's gonna buff her dex. She's gonna spend for her potence and fortitude. Make a roll.
Is she hitting Herman?
Yes. She has a specialty. That's 4 successes. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Unless she buffed her strength. No, she only buffed her dex. It was her dex she buffed. That's why she rolled 10 dice. So 4 plus 4 plus... Sorry, 4 plus 3 plus another 3 is 10. And that's it. Ooh, whoa, Nelly, that's... Okay.
What's her potence?
4.
Because she uses one of my soul swords, so that's aggravated damage.
Mm-hmm. So that is... Okay, one sec. I need to work out the math for this. This is the path of the Twilight Garden. Oh no, it's just equal to, it's equal, no, you're right, it's not twice, it's equal to, so 4. Okay. And he automatically soaks 6 ag. And wow, okay, so he takes 4 lethal and a single ag.
Oof. That's pain right there.
Mhm. Yep, and it is now Retinue 2's turn. He's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Margot's turn to face Herman, so he's going to get a flanking strike on her.
Wait, he's facing her. How does he get a flanking?
No,
you
you're
went
facing.
you went to attack a separate target, so he gets to flank you now.
Oh, so okay. I thought you were saying Herman gets the.
No, Herman isn't. Herman doesn't go yet. All right. He gets 3 successes to hit you. That's 4 plus 2. 6 plus 1 is a 7. Plus another 2 is 9 dice. I think it is. It feels a little bit like 4. Plus 2 is 6. Plus 1. And you should be rolling 10. That's fine. 4 plus 2 plus another 2. Oh, no, it's 9. It's 9. I'm done. He does 5 aggravated damage to you.
Oh shit!
Take 3 ag. Roll me courage for being burned.
Gonna use a willpower. Let me make sure what Margot is. I had her freaking sheet up. Where did it go?
Okay.
So courage, yeah. Diff.
7.
I'll use it. Yeah, so yeah, she uses a willpower.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nah.
You maintain control of your beast. However, you've taken a terrible set of wounds to your person.
Next up is Big Daddy Herman.
Yeah, he's gonna dominate Azura. Life is good. Okay, so let's find the cheap one. It was 90-10 and then 12d10. He successfully gets her. And I'm going to say her willpower is 8. She isn't easy to dominate. Actually, no, we'll treat it like thaumaturgy 3 plus the level of the ally, because that makes more sense.
So 7.
7. Yeah, she's pretty tough to dominate. She's like the equivalent of +1 div. He gets 8 successes. He orders Azura to kill you, Bastion. Have fun overriding an 8 success dominate check. Holy shit.
It will, if he is dropped to Topor, it will dissipate, won't it?
I
think if you're either teleport or drop to final death, it ends.
Or if the vampire in question can't focus on what he's doing.
It doesn't say. I don't think it actually does.
Oh, that sucks.
That's how like Canaanites. That's how certain Canaanites can use stuff like Farmind and that one speak through the blood in Torpor and stuff.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, so that is actually pretty fucking terrifying. She has a +3 ag weapon with Bilious still applied to it. Yes. That's his turn there. And it is Retinue 3's turn. He actually still has the chance to act. Who's he gonna try and hit? He has a limited number of targets, so I'm going to say he's just going to try and make a straight shot at Sebastian. Not to the face this time.
Hooray!
Well, he doesn't do very well.
Bishop, I'm going to use one of my banked celerity actions because obviously I have 3 celerity, so I can only use 2 of them to attack. So I'm going to use the other one I have to parry.
Okay, you have 2 celerity, by the way. Oh no, you
I have
got
3
that one.
celerity.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do have that.
Eating Brewhop for fun profit.
Okay. And yeah, you've had enough. He spent a Fortitude. He can't keep doing that as well, because that's like he spent 3 blood for Fortitude now, and that's a lot of blood. It is now celerity actions. You spent 4.
My celerity action goes first, I believe. So basically Ashura is now dominated to kill me.
Yes.
And that's not going to wear off, is it?
No. The command will need to be overwritten, which basically means you need to. So a new command, to implement a new command, all you need to do is tie the amount of successes. Unfortunately, Herman rolled disgustingly well and got 8 successes.
All right, well, in that case, because he's now pissed, Bastion is going to swing for Herman.
He is heavily wounded. You only need to do 2 additional damage to him to bring him to Torpor.
I know, right? All right, I do have a specialty, so that will bring my total, and it is a headshot.
Oh yes, I see that you are engaging in a headshot.
So that is his current strength is 4. He has his sword is in both hands. That's +3. So that's 4 plus 2 is 7 plus 4 rollover is 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Smack!
Don't you have any 3 buttons? Oh no! It's because you did the ones. That's why. I'm being stupid.
Oh shit! I also forgot to roll the extra 3 dice for the headshot. Yeah. Or you ruling it's not 3 dice for the headshot.
Nah, I'll just run it like that.
That's an extra 1. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, so he automatically soaks 6 of it, so you bring him down.
As he does so, hang on, no, Margot, you get your action.
There is something he can actually do to remain standing, because most of his damage is lethal. He can choose to reflexively heal. Because he did not actually spend any blood aside from Fortitude. So he can heal off. You'll have to make a roll for it, but you'll almost certainly succeed, because it is a stamina plus. Survival and his Fortitude adds to that. Because you add your Fortitude to any stamina check. One of the few times that actually comes into play, funnily enough. So that's 8. And so he gets to roll 13 dice. If he succeeds at this check, he can heal. If he fails, he cannot, and he will fall into torpor immediately. Okay, so he heals off.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah, so I think that puts him. I think that does cripple him, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, because she did 1 level of ag to him. I just did 3, 4, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. This is my bad for not being able to precisely remember. He's at the very least mauled, but I think he is crippled. So, yeah.
Hang on 2 seconds. So that was 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He soaked 6 of it. So that means 3 carried over. She did 1 to him, which means he's currently sitting at 4 ag taken. There we go. Almost enough.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Okay, so he's at wounded. So I was actually a bit generous, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, so Margot.
Yes, gonna with the last little thing she has of that. No, wait, she just changed sword, so she has 2 charges left.
No, you didn't change swords. You took a strike and your sword shattered.
Yeah, but she has 2 swords. Oh, it takes an action to change. Oh yes, I think you did say that.
I actually think it does. Let me check. I know there used to be a whole set of rules for like quick drawing and stuff. Let me double check for you. No, that's not fair, because I allowed Winfer to do it, so...
So yeah, that means she has 2 actions, and, well, 2 with that law. She has that sword. No. So yeah. Sashar. 10 gonna call for the head. Equals 8. Come on. Ooh, 5.
That's a good set of rules.
So that's Sashar 14 dice of damage to the head. Oh wait, 14. Oh, plus 3. 17. Eight.
Okay.
Which he only can't, that he can't. Ow.
Oof. That does knock him into incap.
Yeah, that's 5 ag to the face. Isn't it?
Oh no, that will knock him into torpor, or final death even. I'm going to say into torpor though, because it will be more interesting.
Oh, but I wanted to kill him. But okay.
No, because a few things are going to happen. Because we're going to drop out of combat mostly. Because the main combat is over. There are a couple of things left to resolve, however. First is the issue of Isabella currently being grappled by the prince. Second is Septimus. The next group of men are about to enter the building. They have torches. Are you going to intercept them? Or will you assist the Knights at the barrier and climbing over the walls?
Does it look like the wall is fortified? Can they hold it? If they can't hold it, then this is my priority, because I'm assuming if people up there are fighting, they can hold their own.
You've done a lot. It looks like the Canaanites are slowly overrunning the fort now, and actually the ones who Corentin initially ordered have actually kind of joined up to help you take the walls.
Oh, all right then. So
The kind of the gates though are still kind of in the midst of fierce conflicts, but the walls have been taken, which means ultimately this battle is effectively won. It's just a matter of time.
all right. So can I make a charisma or bad? He can't do charisma right now. Can I make an intimidation roll to rally the troops as we storm up the stairs?
Yes, you can direct them to go up the stairs by scaring the shit out of them as a Zulu.
Yes.
Bishop, hang on. How does the blood... Oh, sorry. Continue. My apologies. My brain just sparked and I spoke without thinking. Continue.
No, since I'm in Zulu form, I can use my strength dice as intimidation dice.
Yes.
So that's that. Ow. Optimus is a scary individual. So it's just going to be snarls and points as he points up the stairs, as he takes up the rear like a commander.
Nice.
Cut them down. Gotta say, I'm earning my keep here.
Yeah, Alcade, you can also help. You have more lightning bolts to shoot at people.
Oh, sorry?
You can also help. You have more lightning bolts to shoot at people.
Yes, do. Well, it's more like dropping, really.
But yes, you can shower the entire fortification in lightning if you so wish.
Well, if they want the, I guess if Hasim has been watching, if he feels I would help their efforts, I would focus on that. If not, I'd keep focusing on the people outside.
Now, your brother states that the battle inside is coming slowly to a close.
I'll make sure the people outside are okay first. Yet again. Okay, that's a lot better. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 15 lethal.
One. No, it's not a very fair roll. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Push it 3. No, wait, no, it's 5. Yeah, 5 lethal. Never mind.
You are showering unsheltered mortals in lightning, and it is very much speeding up the end of this conflict. It is very much saving a few lives here and there. Okay, so Septimus is intercepting the group heading up the stairs. I'm just going to make this one set of rolls to make it quick for people. This basically determines how much damage you're going to take. You will probably win this fight because you're accompanied by a small, like a whole coterie of Canaanites yourself. So I'm just going to have them roll their sort of damage dice. Okay, they're going to deal you 4 ag damage over the course of this fight, but you do squish them. Can you just want to encourage real quick because they are burning you?
Sparing a point of willpower to main control.
The coterie assisting you is comprised mainly of a few Lasombra and a couple Markavians.
Delicious.
So they're helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, by the way, I dropped. Did we get Herman?
Yes,
Herman's
Mulder ended.
currently in torpor. We're just coming out of combat. Of course, Azora still is going to try and kill you, and Chimera has actually successfully wrestled Isabella to the ground pretty quickly. Actually, she more or less she pulls a reversal more or less instantaneously.
After whatchamacallit, after because it's my turn now in the initiative, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what Bastard does is he says
Actually, no, we're coming out of combat now because the only real threats left are Isabella and Azura.
Because what happens is Bastion in that case throws a mat down on the ground. Basically, it's one of the mats he gave the prince over Herman. Jumps on Herman's body, smiles at the prince, and simply says, "If you wouldn't mind dealing with the murderous intent of my colleague, I'd be very grateful." Punches the ground, and I have to make a roll.
You better hope he succeeded at this roll, because currently Chimera's wrestling with Isabella. She can't help you.
Oh yeah, I know. It's to be fair, it's actually not that. Hang on, I have to find the roll for it. Give me 2 seconds. I think it's just a willpower roll. On a side note, I love how there's this literally an ability that's just called Ashes to Ashes. I don't know why, but it tickles me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's stamina plus occult. For my case, it's difficulty 6. So my stamina is 4. My occult is 4. Because I basically need a doorway, so he basically carries around his own doorway in his pocket. Because it's handy. Oh yeah!
Sebastian's gonna poof through his door.
Taking the torpor body.
Yes.
My blood.
Does anyone attempt? Does anyone attempt to stop? Does anyone attempt to stop Azura from attempting to follow?
Eek.
Not too sure what's happening. Don't want to metagame that.
So basically, you'll have to drop out a Zulu form for this because the room is actually the doorway isn't big enough. The room is literally too small to contain you. Basically, you see the prince wrestling with a Bruja. Actually, it's not true. She's effectively subdued the Bruja. Sebastian's colleague, who was so helpful before, narrowly misses cutting off his head as he jumps into a portal, and she's going to attempt to chase him.
Help.
It always seems that I'm always helping out Sebastian.
Yay! Friendo!
You can
Hold on. I also have the wager with Sebastian about who's going to get that guy first.
Because I just took him through a portal.
Yeah. I should kind of let this play out and just follow after them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You follow after. All right. Azura is going to leap into because she's fast. It's kind of her whole thing. So you all leap into the Shadowlands together. It's pretty nasty in here. I assume you guys want to subdue Azura before she actually strikes a probably lethal blow against Sebastian, because he's not looking too hot himself. He's took a bit of... You can tell, Septimus, that his burn mark has gotten worse. The star is brighter now.
God dang it!
I could.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. Really important point. I can't take anyone with me with this method, nor can I take the body.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
At her roll, the door opens and she, and only she alone, may enter the underworld.
That then.
But yeah, the Via's still GTFOing like a motherfucker.
So who can only enter the
Actually,
underworld?
no. Dang it! I can't GTFO because that would be another road check that I'm not willing to make.
Tactical retreat's fine.
Hmm.
It's a tactical retreat. Ooh.
Actually, hang on. He's gonna stay in the room. We're gonna play some word games here. What was the wording of his dominate command?
Okay, so specifically, what power did you use?
When I went through the door? Path of Ash, Path for Ex Nihilo. The interesting question is, at what point...
You must be quite low on willpower.
Yeah, at this point, I only have the 2 left.
Yeah, I feel like you're really low on willpower. Because how long ago was the last scene in which we fought? Because you spent a lot of willpower and you were like down to 2. I think that you were all the way down to 1, then you gained 2 back. Then you get another 1 back from sleep. So you're probably on like 0 willpower right now. Oof.
That's another reason why I said he's not going to GTFO out the door, because his willpower is not great, and I don't want to be a fetal ball in the Shadowlands. Here, I can at least pseudo-defend myself by parrying and being like, hey, let's not kill me, ching, ching, ching. Let's not kill me, ching, ching.
There's actually 2 people in the room who can cover for you. Winford's going to step up here.
I like him. But yeah, no, he's not going to retreat into the he's not going to retreat into the Shadowlands, because being in the Shadowlands with 0 willpower would be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that dumb, and I also slightly miscalculated his willpower. I thought he had 2 more than he did.
Okay, that's 9 successes. That's for, by the way, that's just Winford pumping their blood and parrying for your benefit. And they're not going to hold back. That was 8 successes, so they are going to kill you no matter what. They will spend for motherfucking celerity if they have to. They will spend for potence. They will spend for fortitude.
Ironically, because of the strength of the Dominate, our best plan is to wait until she bloods herself out, because she's going to blood herself to 0 just trying to kill me, isn't she?
No, there is she has to kill you. She won't disengage from you. But if she reaches a point where she's reaching hunger, she'll just stop. Because then, if she bloods herself out, she won't be able to fulfill the command.
She has to. So the actual Dominate was to kill me.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a smart way out of this so that it completes the command without completing the command.
Well,
Hmm.
While you're
I'm still
doing that, can I take an action?
yes, anyone can take actions while this is happening.
Okay. So what's currently? Can you like set a scene for me?
So you're basically in the highest room of the fort. It's fairly smallish.
Mhm.
Inside, there are the ruins of tables. The parts of the walls have been carved out by weapons. There's actually, you see an enormous amount of shattered weapons by Herman's body. He took a huge beating before going down.
I mean, technically he should be ashed.
There's two questions that I need to ask. One
Mhm.
question based on the mandate from the prince yesterday. This man is free game.
Yes.
All right. Seems like
I mean, all right.
Once again, it depends because obviously. Oh no, continue. Just do your thing.
I mean, I feel kind of like Margot should have asked him according to the rules. Christopher just decided not to, but like because he wanted something cool, wanted something to happen. I feel weird if he's like she can't kill him and then someone just drains him.
If you want to take the opportunity to coup de grace him, go ahead.
Yeah, she'll ash him then. Because she was supposed to have that last action. She did like her second celerity action.
To be fair, I was also meant to have a celerity action, but
Okay.
like disconnection happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, true. Sorry about that.
No,
Also, I
don't-
wanted to give the
No,
PCs the
it's fine.
opportunity to dabblerize someone because it's basically, if you're doing ag damage, it's extremely easy to just instantly kill someone. That's not narratively how it always works.
Okay.
So it's
I
basically
mean,
just to give the opportunity.
I think that there will be a number of very angry people if Margot coup de grace him. Look, do it by all means.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
Bastion
try to
just wants
fly
to live
towards
at this
him
point.
to try to eat him,
Hmm?
but that's my action.
Okay, well, Septimus is approaching Herman. Is Margot just going to kill him as he kill Herman as he approaches?
I mean, it's supposed to be anyone that can kill him. So, and he did
He's
put
blood
his
hunted, yes.
yeah. He did put his her child's life in danger. So yeah, he's like fuck that guy.
All right. You, yeah, everybody sees Margot. Just take the opportunity to coup de grace Herman.
Well, there's that.
Bishop, what was Herman's willpower before his death? Oh no, my rates aren't here because I couldn't come in. Forget that statement.
Lol. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of. Ah, fuck it, I don't care. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep. Okay, there we go. With the warpad, that's enough. Bloody hell. Okay, so the prince actually finally manages to override the bloody command on Isabella to get her to stop trying to murder fuck her.
Since the query's dead. God, that sucks. Is the other guy still trying to kill Sebastian?
Help.
The girl, I think she's still trying.
Yes, Winford's managed to parry attacks from Azure for the time being, but it's like Azure's actually putting up a real fight.
Alright, so I'm gonna look at Winifred and I'm gonna quell her.
What are you gonna do, sorry?
Quell. Amulism 3.
Okay. That will help.
Yeah, that's 12 dice since I'm using that as that, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I assume you're asserting dominance.
He's trying to cow her, so I'm using intimidation.
By the way, how would my blood bond with her react to the dominate command?
What she would basically do is she would... Oh, I completely forgot that. But basically what she'd need to do is she'd need to consistently spend willpower to keep attacking you. So she can keep doing it. Yes. That's basically how it works.
Okay.
No, she actually... she becomes sluggish and rather sedate. At this point, she's actually very easily taken to the ground because she can't actually proactively act.
Your Highness, Bastian says, 2 points. 1, if you would mind please helping my friend, I would be most appreciative. And also, a major boon buys you Herman's soul. Oh no, yes, because he died. He didn't get diablerized.
But he may not have left the Wraith.
What was his path of what was his road? And he died violently, so that also helps.
Yeah, but there's never a guarantee.
That's true, but he's going to pick up the ashes.
His path rating was 6.
Then it's a toss-up. It's like 50-50.
I will let you know he doesn't leave a Wraith behind.
Okay. In that case, he'll just say, Your Highness, if you would mind helping my friend, I would be very grateful.
She should be easy to talk to as I revert back to like human form. A big hole in his chest.
It will take me some time to override that command with a trivial one. I'm always on a knack for giving orders. Give me a night or two with her and I can get her back up to working condition.
Wonderful. He bows. I consider our contract fulfilled if you do, Your Majesty.
Sebastian,
Yes.
looking at his forehead, I could take care of that for a major boon.
As unpleasant as it is, consider it a badge of honor. He kind of raises his hand and pokes it. It's like, I'll consider it. But thank you for the offer. So, Your Highness, do you consider our contract fulfilled?
Very much so.
Then I await your naming of me to a certain job.
Knight of me.
Yes, do not misunderstand. Primogen Margot is the one who struck the killing blow. You will be richly rewarded indeed. I shall announce it within the night. I would like time for the dust to settle first.
As you wish. How fares the battle outside, Lord Septimus?
Yvonne,
Good.
minimal casualties.
I don't think that part's true.
Considering, yeah.
Sorry, a man just kind of pops out from behind you. Well, not from behind you, from all off to your side. As he will just say, less than we feared, worse than we hoped. About 9 or 10 casualties.
That man knows how to make an entrance. I like him.
I thank you. I like you very much as well.
Ah.
He,
I had. Oh, sorry, continue.
he snaps his fingers and he will say, the casualties, largely neonates, we are still cleaning up the mortal remnants outside.
I might bail out, guys. It's getting late, and I have work tomorrow.
That's fine. There is the possibility one or two mortals may have escaped from the fray. There are several Nosferatu hunting them down now.
Bastian walks over and I de-sold 2 people, I think.
Yes.
And he just kind of casually grabs them by the hair and he says, I'm claiming these if... Yes, mine now. Does anyone care? Anyone?
No, Sebastian.
I'm sure to have many valuable secrets to share with you.
That's the interesting point, Your Highness. I've had eyes all over the city. This is how I found Herman here. But we have not been able to find Al whatever the fuck his name is. He has rather not been found. And now, considering how good these eyes are at finding what they're looking for, that is unusual.
Corentin will actually speak up and he will simply say, perhaps that is not because it is not just simple knowledge or will that gives one power over the dead. Oh, that's gone quiet.
Just because he thinks that God is on his side, I can assure you categorically, God does not care. God will not answer him, and I will have his fucking head on a fucking plate.
And yet it appears God has branded you rather deeply.
That side of the face twitches.
In their eyes, they have already won. Whether they live into the future nights or not. All they need to do is believe that God is on their side and he will come. And God is coming for this city.
Perhaps.
Ironic that those who believe in God most strongly are the ones keeping it most at bay.
There's some methods to a particular amount of fanaticism.
I would warn against the destruction of Arctaib or even finding him.
Why is that?
Because as I said, if he dies, God will come for us all.
I feel as if there's a bit of a disconnect on whatever the ruling religion is at the point. Not everyone subscribes to that same way of thinking.
It's interesting because obviously the paradigm one possesses, the way they view the world, reflects in the magical etheric currents. So here, because Islam is strong, Islamic paradigms have power. If we were in Europe, Christian paradigms would have power, etc. So there's something to be said for the collective energies of faith, if nothing else.
Fanaticism.
Hmm. On a side note, I have to go and prevent Justinopolis Mount from shining like a golden beacon, but I should be able to do that in the next few days.
Funnily enough, when Quarantine brings up, God, she looks troubled by something.
What's wrong, Your Highness?
For the past 6 to 8 months, ever since this Praxis war started, I've devoted most of my time and energy to warding off mortal investigators and inquisitors. I always found it strange. It always took so little effort to dissuade them. As if they were already being pushed in that direction.
Hmm.
I will need to contact my retainers.
Look, Your Highness.
Yes, Septimus.
Formalities such as they are, I'll be sorely lacking if I didn't formally ask for your hospitality.
I think he's more than earned it.
You very much have. And Quarantine will actually just say, yes, you led the charge very well. Bit forward, but effective. Yes, you have my hospitality. We can speak further on the topic of future business and potential holdings in the coming nights.
At your convenience.
There's
right
one thing
now-
that... Oh, sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
There's one thing that troubles me. He says he taps his fingernail to his lower lip. You were speaking about the nature of inquisitors and other such individuals.
Yes. Edessa, for the past couple of years, even prior to my tenure here, has always had a bad habit of hosting over-enthusiastic K-Nights. It is why I jumped on the opportunity for your little trip across the Shroud.
Then you may have seen the fact that my clan mates' servants are ever present. The Wishing Woman, her minions are many. on the other side. They're constantly watching you all.
Yes, and once this war is concluded, we will deal with her next.
Bishop, can I ask a really esoteric question?
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll intelligence Cappadocian clan lord to know what her actual name is?
She's gone out of her way to obfuscate that.
Okay. As you say, she stole something of value from a Cappadocian. That is apparently one of the reasons why she is here. Seeing her servants made me contemplate, but I will not bother you with the details for now until I am able to give a full report on the matter.
By all means, and thank you all for the service tonight. We shall ensure to note it in future considerations of you all.
As Bastian walks out, he'll kind of put his hand around Septimus's shoulder to kind of so that both of them. I assume you revert it from Howard form.
Yeah, reverted.
So he sighs as he actually, if the principal let him, I will take a handful of Herman's ashes.
You may.
Okay. He will put them in a pouch. And he will simply, as they walk out, he'll say, "Such a waste of good blood."
That's always tomorrow.
This is indeed true. Indeed true. I'm getting too old for this.
It works off the energy. I can't complain.
And with that, if you're happy, Bishop, we can end the scene.
Yes, thank you, please, for playing for the cautious. Watching. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.